What's up, gamers, and welcome to GamerAction. Please visit us on gameraction.gg and get signed up for our free tournaments. This is Nick, this is Lauren, and we're excited to bring you some news and some updates.
So the first update that we have for you today is, you guys probably know this, but the PlayStation 5 Future of Gaming event has been postponed in response to the protests that are happening across the country, unfortunately. They do not have a definitive time when they're actually going to reschedule this, which is unfortunate as well. I know a lot of people are disappointed about this because this was the grand reveal of the new PS5. It was going to give kind of an insider look to it. Everybody knows that it's going to be coming out in the next 6 months or so. This was kind of going to be like a sneak peek to it. But not only to the PS5 and all its new technology that it's going to hold, but also is going to reveal some of the games as well that were going to be showcased for PS5. So again, huge disappointment on that one, but it will be rescheduled and hopefully will be rescheduled soon.
Right, and in this case, probably a necessary disappointment. I think we can all agree on that. For you, what do you have today?
Well, I have a couple things, but as far as Fortnite, the next season was delayed again, due to the circumstances going on. So the new date of release for the new season is June 17th.
June 17th. So, at least we have a definite date for that one.
Right.
Definite.
Okay.
Yeah, definite. that gets moved every time.
Yeah, it's been moved 14 times.
Hey, holiday of 2020.
Holiday 2020. It's going to be a big holiday season. That's exactly right.
Exactly. But one little thing that I think is kind of cool that is still kind of a concept right now, it's called Alienware UFO. It's the PC's version of the Nintendo Switch.
Oh.
So it's like portable PC gaming. You can take it anywhere you go. It's a handheld. It's got like the little thumbsticks on the side, the joysticks, and you can any PC library that you have, you can just transfer over and you play wherever you want.
So I have a lot of questions.
Me too.
I'm assuming it works off of Wi-Fi, that you'd have to connect with some kind of Wi-Fi.
Unless it's like a downloaded on the tablet, because it's still gonna have like a certain GPU. They haven't exactly given all the specs yet. Okay. It's still work in progress. There's no definite date or anything like that, but it's gonna be really. It's the next level in PC gaming.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. How is it different than the Switch, though?
Well, you can actually have eventually I think they're gonna have higher powered graphics cards, so you can have high powered gaming but in a portable version of it. So you don't have to be stuck to like a bulky laptop or to a desktop, and so you can just take it wherever you want. So
PC games, obviously keyboard and mouse.
Right.
How is this gonna work with a portable?
It's not really a transferable concept
to it, or?
Well, see, like the joysticks on the side, you can detach them, and it can also, it has like a little leveler on the back.
Leveler.
Stand.
Thank you, Nick. What would I do without you? I have no words.
He simplifies everything.
It's a little stand on the back, so you can put it down and you can connect your keyboard and mouse to it, or your different controllers.
Okay, so that's probably the major difference between that and like maybe a Switch, is that it's adaptable to the PC.
But it also has where you can dock it, and then you can put it towards like a bigger, just like the Switch, just a bigger TV, or yeah, it's pretty interesting. It's a level.
So I think this is probably something they did so that people can play PC games just like they can play, the Nintendo games.
Right. Right.
I don't see the compatibility, because PC is mouse and keyboard. That's why people play PC over console, because it's mouse and keyboard.
Right.
I don't think there's too much other reason why they would do that.
Just the ability to truly customize, and you can upgrade as much as you want and get a more higher powered machine, FPS, things like that with first person shooters, and getting that instant response and less lag, screen tearing, things like that versus console. Yeah. It's kind of like pay to win. You have to buy the better equipment and get a better result usually. Well, also skill comes in there too, but
right.
Yeah, I wonder how fast this portable thing is going to be if you have to use Wi-Fi and not a direct connection.
That's the question, though.
Yeah,
I wouldn't recommend it maybe for first-person shooters or multiplayer, but maybe if it's like an RPG, like role-playing game or anything like that, that's more storytelling, and I want it to be with me, or a PvP, like say Ark, where it's if you leave for work or you have to go anywhere, like all these players will come in and destroy all your animals, and by the time you come back, not that great.
Interesting. Well,
Very.
I'd be interested to see how this develops and what it's
I
actually
want
going
to
to
see how
look
it
like.
differs from the Switch, and yeah, this is going to
Right.
be interesting. We have a lot of things to circle back on. So we just found out that Gfinity secured a 5-year deal with Abu Dhabi Motorsports Management. So Gfinity is a London-based tournament organizer, and Abu Dhabi Motorsport Management is self-explanatory. They've entered a 5-year deal to create a simulation racing championship. This esports racing championship, ERC, will be jointly owned by the two parties, and it's said to feature a very unique format that hasn't been used to sim racing to date. I don't know much about the format. They didn't really release too much on that, but the fact that it exists, I'm really looking forward to finding out what this format is. John Clark, the CEO of Gfinity, said, "We've created a format that will excite and draw them into the ERC, giving sponsors and advertisers the opportunity to engage with this typically hard-to-reach audience." So, of course, and naturally, the CEO is looking from the perspective of, revenue.
Business perspective,
Which is, I guess, what he's supposed to do. So I'd be interested to see how that works out from that side, and I'd be very interested to see how, what these unique elements are to this format and how.
So this championship, are these going to be like professional drivers doing a simulation? Is that what it's wrapped around?
Unless I misunderstood it, and I may have, because this is very, very skeleton information,
Right.
but I understood it that it would be any not necessarily professional, professional, because I think you're comparing it maybe to the golf situation where you've made that possible, and honestly, depending on how the impact of COVID, it might be that they utilize this system. I think there's a reason it's a 5-year contract. I didn't really see much about the release date. I didn't see much about that, so it'd be interesting.
In early stages.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how that.
I'm curious. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what elements they could bring to it that haven't been seen yet, but I also think that the whole the racing game concept isn't necessarily, I'd say, one of the less developed pieces of the video game world, just like virtual reality. You know what I mean?
I can definitely understand
or just
that.
like in general.
Well, in esports, I mean, like just like virtual reality is a lesser developed. I think that right behind it, or maybe right in front of it, but not too far away from it, would be the simulation racing style.
Do they have a virtual reality racing game?
I would think in some kind of format, but not that.
I don't think I've ever seen
super
one.
popular.
Not that it's not something that's overly used. I don't think.
Huh.
Because I feel like one of us would have to.
Right.
One of us would be able to reference it.
Interesting.
No.
Well, that's something that we'll have to do a little bit of research.
More circling
we'll
back.
definitely get
You
back
guys,
to
Anybody
that.
knows about any kind of racing virtual
Right.
reality?
Yeah, we want to hear about
let us
it.
know.
Absolutely.
Enlighten us.
Do tell. So our trivia answer from yesterday, the question was, the word Pokemon is generally understood to be translation of which phrase? We looked it up, and we already know the answer, so I'm just going to tell you guys. Pocket monsters. What did you think it was, though? You said something yesterday. You said catch all or catch them all.
But that's
Catch
the
'em all.
Pokemon phrase.
But yeah, that's why.
And so maybe
that's
that's why that was translation. Yeah, it's actually pocket monsters. You do, it's so cute, little pocket monsters. That's exactly right. So today's trivia question: what cartoon character featured in Jurassic Park is an unlockable character in Lego Jurassic World?
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. I did Jurassic Park because we talked a lot about that with Sega.
Yeah.
So stay tuned, guys. We'll let you know. Smash that like button. Sign up for notifications. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube, and we'll catch you soon.